Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me. If I speak too silently or if my voice doesn't carry, please let me know, because I have trouble with hearing, so I don't hear it myself. Thank you for inviting me to this seminar. I'm here for the program, and but I sit in Rovaniemi, so it's been quite a distance to travel here. I came here yesterday in the rain. We've had our rain, but we've mostly had it in snow, so there are good conditions for winter sports in Rovaniemi at the moment. I work as the regional contact point for Finland in this program, which in practice means that I'm for the project actors, helping them to develop good projects, good proposals, and then help them with the implementation as well, when necessary. The Ministry of Economy and Trade, Economy and Employment is responsible for this program in Finland. So I'm working both with the ministry and with the program, which has their joint secretariat in Copenhagen. I'll say some words about the program, just for those who are not familiar with it, and the common challenges that we try to tackle with the different priorities. Then I won't speak so much about the huge project in itself, but how we expect it to, what kind of influence we expect it to have on the regional level. And then what the people who have assessed this proposal in Finland, what they expect from the implementation as well, because that might be interesting for you to know how people looked at it before we actually go into the main project presentation. Northern Periphery program area is very large. It includes 9 countries where we consider Scotland and Northern Ireland, Faroe Islands and so on. We consider them as separate countries in this program. So it's, but as you see, for example, Etelä-Karjala, where we are now, is not part of the program area. But we have a possibility to include also other areas outside the main program area in this program. And I'm very happy that we have had the opportunity to get Lappeenranta in this program as well, because of the good reputation that you have and the knowledge and the competence that you have in this area. You also see, when considering the new program period, which is being prepared at the moment, that we have the challenge. If Brexit becomes reality, we will have only 3 member states in the new program, which means that it will be a very small amount of money that is invested from the member states in the cooperation, which puts us into risk, because the EU is looking for larger programs. But nothing is decided until it's decided. So we are still we're waiting for a border orientation paper from the Commission, which they've given out for most of the programs that are running at the moment. But it was supposed to come in November, but it didn't. We got the one for the Baltic Sea program, but we're still waiting for the MPA area orientation paper, which will give us an indication on which direction we're going to go with this program. The common features that we're trying to tackle with this program is the remote and sparsely population. It's the remoteness. We're far away from everything, and there are so few of us. So there are distances between the people, there are distances between the communities, and there aren't so many people living in this area. We're partly Arctic, which may become our key to the new program area as well, but it's not, nothing is decided yet. And then there's the vulnerability, both when it comes to the effects of climate change and excuse me, and the structure of economy. Because in many areas, the local economies are very highly relying on raw material production. And if it is only one raw material, what happens if the global market prices fall, for example? We've had our experiences from that in Lapland. I said also already the low accessibility and poor internal connections as well within the areas, within the regions itself. And the security, what does it mean for the people that there are not so good connections? And low economic diversity based on local raw materials, so is that also, but then again we want to get better value from the raw material that is taken out from our nature. And then we have the severe weather conditions and visible impacts of climate change that we have to live with. So based on these challenges, the program has chosen 4 priority axes where we work. First of all, we want to work with innovation, and then there's in the innovation axis there are 2 target objectives, which are either on developing innovation or the innovation dissemination to the SMEs. So it's the SME and R&D, RDI connection. And then there are the development of public services. Then we have the priority axis 2, which is entrepreneurship. We try to find ways to support the existing and startup businesses in the area, and try to help them to reach larger markets. And then we have priority axis 3, which is fostering energy secure communities through promotion of renewable energy and then energy efficiency. And then we have priority axis 4, which is natural and cultural heritage, not as such, but it's more about tackling the conflicts between use of nature and natural resources versus the impact of and effects of the use on local communities. How are these conflicts solved? Looking at the priority axis 3, where a huge project is, there we have the targets of what we want to accept or what we want to do with the program money is to develop development of renewable energy sources, and in this case hydrogen is a novelty in the program. This is the only project that tackles this one. So far we've had the so-called traditional renewable resources. It means forestry, based products. It means wave energy, solar energy, and so on. And then to sustainably use the byproducts as well, which is also included in your program, in your project. Public infrastructure and housing are not so much private housing, but more on the public sector and their needs. And the use of ICT technologies such as new energy efficiency concepts for smart energy management. There are quite a few projects running for these targets. So looking at the huge project, what you want to achieve is to improve regional energy self-sufficiency and regional energy security. These are very important targets or objectives for the sparsely populated regions in Finland. We speak about the power cuts that we've had due to storms or due to other severe weather conditions. People are without electricity for days. How do you keep? You have to have the agriculture in dairy production. You can't be there, so you can't manage it without electricity. So it's a very important factor for us. And propose new renewable energy sources in order to make regional and local carbon footprint smaller. But it's also it's important. Everybody is looking for minimizing their carbon footprint. There isn't any activity today which doesn't somehow tackle that challenge as well. Contribute to a more efficient use of natural resources. That is also to get better value from the things that you produce. And detect new business opportunities in sparsely populated areas. This is very important, thinking about the future, which is going to be very much focused on the business development, on new business ideas. The Finnish Regional Advisory Group consists of one representative for every 8 regions that we have involved in the program in Finland. And they look at every application that is seeking money from the program. And in the assessment of this project, I thought it would be interesting for you to hear what they expected, what they said about your project, and what they expect to get from it. Everybody was happy that we get the hydrogen theme in this program, and then they expect that, or they would like the collected and produced data to be in such a form which is easily delivered and understood by local and regional decision makers. Because you're going to do a lot of collecting data, collecting experiences and sharing experiences, that was said already in the beginning, and it's in the title of this seminar today as well. And then to make the data available, the program demands that there should be everything that is produced in this in an NPA program should be available to everyone who's interested. But it is important that this information also reaches the relevant networks who work in the energy business, energy sector, who have a possibility to utilize the data as efficiently as possible. So this was my presentation I want to wish the huge project fruitful cooperation between partners and the best of success. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Any questions? Yeah.
My name is Tuon Hökanas and I come from the East Finland Regional Council. Do you know what the new program, what will be the issues that you will work with in the new program?
No, that's totally open because we haven't started with the discussions yet. There has been some analysis about what has succeeded and what has not succeeded so well, but the programming process will start in March, I think. We had the monitoring committee meeting last week, and I haven't yet received the minutes from that meeting, so I don't really know if they decided upon the proposal. But the proposal was that they would start the programming process or collecting the programming group in the beginning of next year. But everybody is waiting for the orientation paper now, so that we know that if we can continue to work with the same program area as before, or if we need to somehow widen it, or somehow how strong will the Arctic be in this context. So it may be a question of survival for the whole program to adopt to take on the Arctic theme if Brexit becomes reality. But then Finland will be involved.
I hope so.
Any Arctic thing.
Thank you.